Right, let's take you live to Tehran now, where the Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Esmail Baghaei is holding his weekly press conference. Let's take a listen.
The families of the martyrs for the martyrdom of their sons, our condolences to all the Iranians. And once again, we will mention Bandar Anzali, who works into a condo and being a member of the martyrs group, and he was martyred in an attack against an Iranian ship. We express our condolences to the families of all the martyrs. And in the diplomatic also arena, the Foreign Ministry is continuing to the activities that are needed. We have talks with Oman during the last 7 or 8 days. Some progress has been achieved. Also, the talks of the foreign minister with his counterparts from the region and outside the region in order to decrease the tension and to pave the way for the national Iranian interests to be achieved. This is enough for today. And now I'm ready for your answers. We will start with the correspondent of Irna News Agency. Peace be upon you. Mr. Spokesperson, the talks are about to reach an end. The United Nations must play a role, and probably some parties are saying we need to reach an understanding with Oman. America has violated so many items of the agreement. Do you think through the mediators some achievement will be done? Are you going to deal with all the items of the agreement, and what are the Iranian conditions to go back to that track and that agreement? We need everything to be clear. We don't need an ambiguity. The question must be said this way. Our talks are with whom and for what reason? We have no talks with America for the time being. Our talks with Oman, the Sultanate of Oman, and we concentrate on an understanding about the path and the way of providing the world with a safe maritime passage. We are keen to be on top of the line who will have talks with Oman, and we need to determine that way, that path. It will be temporarily, of course, and according to this path, we will be able to maintain the security of the shipment in the Strait of Hormuz. These talks are bilateral talks between two coastal countries bordering the Strait of Hormuz, and the other parties can achieve some benefits or can play a positive role or can be a sabotage to the agreement. The matter is only between Iran and Oman. In the future, near future, we will say something about that. I have said that the understanding will be about the safe shipment throughout the Strait of Hormuz. And these are the conditions. The Strait of Hormuz will never be closed because of a dispute between Oman and Iran. The Strait of Hormuz was closed because of the American Zionist attacks against Iran. To put an end or to limit these attacks, we need to do what we have done. The American blockade on Iran, the American siege, the American attacks are ongoing, and As long as America is violating everything, for sure, we will be affected and we will behave in a way to protect our national interests, and the Strait of Hormuz must be safe. Our talks with Oman is about the Strait of Hormuz, and the issues are related to both countries, Iran and the Sultanate of Oman. We need to watch the development of the situation. A question from Tasneem. Some claims from the Western media outlet say that bin Salman had contacted Trump, and that's why the aggression or the attacks on Iran has been postponed. Do you think Saudi Arabia has did something for this connection in this regard? All countries of the region can consider that they have a say in this matter, either now or in the future. It's okay, it's good for them to participate. It's a blessing. The American aggression on Iran was not only on Iran, it was on all the countries of the region, and we have seen that the American military presence in the region, the usage of some countries bordering the Gulf has increased the tension in the region, and all the countries have been affected. It's normal that the countries of the region are willing to put an end to this tension. We also seek that. We evaluate these efforts. We appreciate these efforts of the region's countries, but end of the day, hopefully these efforts can put an end to these attacks of America and the Zionist entity against Iran. Hello, Doctor, and peace be upon you. Recently, we have read some reports regarding a mediation, Chinese mediation. What do you think of the Chinese-Iranian relations? And Iran now has to do something regarding that mediation and regarding the Strait of Hormuz situation. Let me tell you that I'd like to say something in this connection. The evaluation of such a mediation must be always on the table. A mediation regarding Iran and America, Pakistan is the main mediator. Qatar also, the state of Qatar has played a role. We have good relations and strong cooperation with China on so many issues related to both countries. China's viewpoints are similar to our viewpoints when it comes to the concern because of what's going on in the region. Our friends in China are trying their best in order to prevent escalation in the current situation. Also, other countries are doing the same, are helping, but we need to add that we need not to say that we have added a new mediator. No, it is not that way. This is not very accurate. A question from France News Agency. We have read some statements from Donald Trump regarding the attacks that have been postponed and about an agreement about a quick opening of the Strait of Hormuz. And is there an agreement through mediators with the Americans? Some people say there will be talks in this connection. Can you confirm? Today, Dr. Arachi is visiting some spots, and most of our friends, the negotiators, are here in Iran to answer the questions in this regard. I must say that, and I've made it clear previously to answer your question, so let's move to another question. Some Arab countries in the region are included in the Iranian defensive military actions, and we have seen recently some political figures in Iran that oppose this attitude, and they are opposing also the presence of the American bases in some other Arab countries. What is the opinion of the Iranian Foreign Ministry regarding this matter? There are similar cases, and some of the countries, peoples and prominent figures, political figures, have expressed their opposition to the American presence on their territories. The peoples of the region know that this war is not fair, it is unfair from the Zionist entity and the American administration against one Muslim country in this region. And the peoples and the political figures are fully aware of the consequences of this war. Iran has no problems with any of these countries in the region. We are a country that prefers peace and wants peace. We need respect in the relations with all our neighboring countries, and we are following the situation. We are following what's going on during the last 5 months, and the Iranian defensive reaction is not against the peoples of the region, but the Iranian defensive actions were against the American presence, and the peoples of the region are increasingly opposing the presence of America in these countries. And they are asking their officials and their governments to get rid of the American bases in these countries. America must be prevented from misusing the sovereignty of these countries to attack other countries. My question could be personal. During the last few days, some political entities have criticized you, and anything regarding the war is denied. They thought that your positions could affect some extremist people. What do you think about that? I cannot see it's proper to talk about myself. Away from the personality of the spokesperson of the Iranian Foreign Ministry, in such a critical situation, we need to talk on behalf of the Iran's Foreign Ministry. We need to talk about the war, and we need not to talk in matters that are very far away from the war. In addition to that, anything that is said by the spokesperson is not indicating his personal viewpoints. It indicates the viewpoints of the Foreign Ministry. If you have any other viewpoints, It is not for this place. We need to respect and to accept what it is, and we need to cooperate in this connection. The spokesperson of the Foreign Ministry and the Foreign Ministry itself and the decision makers in the countries have nothing to do with personal or imaginary attitudes. It's not our choice between war and peace. America has attacked us. We are in a reality, and this reality says that we need to be committed perfectly with what is important for the country. The Foreign Ministry has nothing to do to please whoever. We need not to please anyone or to be affected by anyone. We respect everyone. What is important for us is the national interest of Iran. This comes on top of our priorities.